My brother, what is going on?
What's up, Bubba? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing all right, bro. I'm pretty sick right now, not gonna lie, but I'm
Jeez,
powering through. But
sounds
just want to get right into it so that we could obviously, break down everything. I haven't heard from you much since we last talked, so I just want to make sure that you're good to go. Or what have you been struggling with? What are the things that you kind of wanted to, touch on today?
yes, sir. No, so I saw your message earlier, and I've just been life's been awesome. Life's been crazy busy with just growing business and trading clients. Just getting after it. So it's been pretty well, bro. I gotta say, bro, this is probably one of my best months. Um, I made $8,200 this month. And that's a huge win, considering that I wasn't doing nowhere near as much as that a month ago, you
Yeah,
know?
that's awesome, bro.
And so, yeah, bro. So, I mean, everything what we're doing is working. My thing now is just to consistency. That's what it is. Just like training in the gym, it's consistency with content, with following up with leads, following up with DMs and calls. And that's really what it comes down to. Um, so things have been moving very well, but it's just the consistency of the content creation and all of that. I'm still struggling with in a way, but it could always improve there.
I guess, dude, if you know that you can make $8,200 with what you're doing right now, all you have to do is ask yourself, are you content with where you're at?
I mean, I
And
think
then
this,
what you've been doing, you know what I mean? So if you're not content with where you're at, then you just gotta realize that the more you don't get consistent with that, you just put like a farther timeline on getting to that point.
Mhm,
Because you know it's possible now.
exactly.
You know what I mean? You're seeing the results, like you know you can do it.
Yeah.
Don't just get comfortable with the results that you're seeing and not become more consistent if you know it's the thing you need to do. Like do that like today.
Mhm.
Because then next thing you know, you'll be making 20K a month. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep. Yep.
uh,
I mean,
that,
honestly, bro, I mean, no, you're exactly right. And I have another call later today. And I mean, dude, if I can get him, bro, that'd be just about a 10K month, honestly.
let's go, bro. Why don't
And
we share some of this stuff in the wins
yeah,
too in the community because it'll actually hype other people up and motivate them to continue to grind too. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So, be as active in the community as possible, bro. Don't forget too, just because you're seeing results doesn't mean you can't use me as a resource. Like I'm here to help you. I'm not gonna lie. Usually when I don't hear from people, I don't expect this shit. So this is awesome, bro. I love it. Um,
Yeah. And no, I've seriously, I need to reach out more. Um, like I said, my thing is just I just tend to usually reach out and put it off. And I need to like you said, take action, reach out, take action, reach out. That's what I need to
yeah.
do. So I have my own issues to work on individually,
I
just
do
like
this. I
everyone
do the
else.
same shit sometimes, bro. You know what I mean? Like you're not the only one, bro. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yep.
Like I got shit that I put off. I'm just saying every time I do that, I'm telling you from personal experience, I get mad at myself after the fact in hindsight because I go, dude, all I did was just take this timeline that could have been like this
Yeah.
and like stretch it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
and
the
I
biggest
do that shit quite often. So if I could get to 100K in 6, 7 years, bro, you know what I mean? Imagine how quick you could get there if you were more consistent than me at times.
thing.
I'm consistent as shit now, but that's because I know what my inconsistency has cost me.
Hmm.
And that shit fucks with me, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, for instance, bro, but like me and my wife want to have kids, so we want to get into a bigger house, man, because we want to have multiple kids, and we don't really have much of a yard right now, and we have 3 dogs, bro. Like, I kick myself some days because I'm like, dude, if I were more consistent when I was content with my results and more real with myself instead of just comfortable because I was getting results, I'd probably have that house by now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a fucking mind fuck when you get that hindsight. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because there's nothing I can do about it now except be better now. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Exactly right.
just hindsight 2020. You know what I mean? Um, when it comes to calls or content or anything, do you have anything you're really like struggling with or any questions? I think the funnel will give you a lot more direction with content and help you be consistent. I
Mhm.
guess I'm gonna give you a visual with this. I want you to focus on posting at least three a day because,
Mhm.
or not three a day, one of each a day because the funnel literally is like an upside down triangle, and that's how it'll work on a day-to-day basis. So like, let me give you a visual of each.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
For instance, like top funnel content is like shit like this. Like it's more like day-to-day personality shit. It can be fitness related, but it's more like shit that just helps people relate to you. Do you see what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
more viral style content. And I'll explain it like this, bro. People can't take the deal that they don't know is on the table. Do you see what I'm saying? So the more eyes you get to your profile, the more you can lead them to your middle funnel content, which will lead them to your bottom funnel content. Not every viewer, but more people. And
yep.
at the end of this funnel, we have a potential like conversation, DM, you know what I'm saying? And then a closed deal. Do you see what I'm saying? So this one, like, I just thought this was funny because this is me like, all day
Welcome
long.
back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be replacing some ductwork.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, um,
Just BS stuff,
yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but it shows who you are outside of
Yeah,
just like, dude, I'm a fucking meathead and I just love to train and eat.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Which gives more average day people eyes on your page, which gives you more potential clients in the long run. You see what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's middle funnel content. Then you got like, or that's top of your funnel content, brings eyes to your page. And then you bring those eyes to your middle funnel content, which would be stuff like this. And sometimes this middle funnel content will really pop off for me. Sometimes it doesn't. I focus on trying to get as much engagement as possible, but that's not the intention behind the video because then it becomes inauthentic. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So like something like this.
Is the band dumbbell plate lateral raise. Now, as you
Um,
can see with the setup here, I've got a band strung through the center of a weight plate. This is a 10-pound weight plate, and I've got a pair of light dumbbells. They're just 10-pound dumbbells. You don't need much weight for this one. The key here is that you're doing a lateral raise and you're stretching the bands, and the stretching of the band also raises the weight plate. So you're getting direct vertical resistance and you're getting direct lateral resistance. This combination is fantastic. So you're essentially kind of getting directions from three different directions at once.
Basically, all I was basically saying is like honestly, this is pretty genius if you don't have access to cables and like all you had was dumbbells or something.
mhm.
Like that, I'm not gonna lie, that's literally mimicking what a cable would do is like give you tension in that stretch position. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I basically was like, I can't believe I haven't fucking thought of this shit. As someone who calls themselves like a science-based educator, I guess for lack of a better term. I was like, that blows my fucking mind. But this is genius. So it just gives people, and then I basically said like the only correction I would give is like when he's doing these lateral raises, he's got his arm bent and his hands are above his like arms like this at the top of the rep. You know, I was like basically I would straighten my arms and make sure that I'm driving up with my elbow, like making that the focus point of the movement, so my hands aren't like this, like I'm a flapping bird at the top of the rep. Do you see what I'm saying? But that's just like me giving advice. I'm positioning myself as a voice of reason and authority. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's people in the middle of the funnel. Because when I get people in the top funnel, and then they watch my middle funnel content, they're like, oh shit, he knows what he's talking about. He's a good fitness coach. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I saw that video, bro, that this video exact video, and I was like, bro, like that's actually not a bad exercise.
Yeah,
Like,
I was like, dog, this is actually pretty smart, you know? Because I was expecting it to be some bullshit almost. And then I was like, dog, this is not bad, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Uh,
yeah.
like,
Okay.
again, if I had limited equipment, you might see me doing that shit. Like dead ass, you know what I mean? So that's like middle funnel,
And
right?
then bottom funnel is
Bottom funnel, bro, is going to be like it's speaking to a direct individual, like the person you'd basically be trying to sell, but obviously don't be trying to sell them in this content. I'm going to give you an example like this one I posted this morning, bro. I'm not focused on views for this. I'm just trying to speak to these individuals, right? So this only has 1,896 views, which is low for me. You see what I'm saying? And Instagram's doing this weird thing where it's not, you can see here. I have three comments, right? But it's not showing the comments on here. But all these three comments are people saying scale. So I have three warm leads from this post. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So literally, they probably came to my page from top funnel content at first, or maybe mid funnel, but they came from one of those posts that I drove them down to my bottom funnel content, and I eventually got 3 leads from it. Dude, if I close all 3 of these leads on business coaching, that's $30,000
Yeah. Yeah. Is that how much you charge now? 10K?
out of one post.
Hell yeah.
So, bro, like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, the funnel works in real time, literally like that. But you have to be posting consistently top, middle, bottom funnel content. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nurturing people that way.
I
So
got you.
that's how I'd use the funnel. Um, Another funnel example is like how you would use Reels, stories, and DMs. So they've done a study on Instagram that most people like to spend their time on Instagram, like actually in the DM section of the app.
Mhm.
And that shows that people actually want to be talking. Like they want to be having conversations with the content creators that they like or people that they fuck with. Do you see what I'm saying? Um, like how fucking lit would you be if like your favorite fucking bodybuilder right now messaged you back, bro? You'd be like, damn, this is fucking lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like you'd be like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, bro,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, you know what I mean? Like if fucking Dorian Yates messaged me, that's my all-time favorite, bro. If Dorian Yates messaged me, I'm like probably gonna fanboy a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like, you know, like, but that's because I actually am almost obsessed with him. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, do you want to get people to know you so much with your content, your reels, that they're like literally obsessed with you? They're dying to talk to you almost. Do you see what
Mhm.
I'm saying? That's also why we use top, middle, bottom funnel because it shows who you are, positions you as an authority, and speaks directly to your viewers. All three, right? With reels, this would be the top of the funnel with reels, stories, and DMs. Reels gets eyes on your page, right? The content. And then the stories nurture the people that are coming to your page from your content. So stories are how I like speak directly to people as well on top of bottom funnel content. So like this, bro. I posted this the other day and I basically just use it as a like vlog. I literally this popped up on my Snapchat memories and I was like, I had this thought. I literally was like, how the fuck was I 115 pounds but I had a fucking gut somehow?
Yeah.
This blows my mind. I was like, this is just after I got sober.
Hmm.
They basically did was cocaine, pills, and fucking eat like shit. I
Hmm.
was like, this just blows my mind. You know what I mean? Then I was like, I much prefer looking like this. Do you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like dead ass. That's the thought that I had.
Yeah.
And basically, like this is like I wake up every morning. I walk my dogs. I get morning steps like sunlight. So I'm basically just like, I use this as like this is what I'm doing. Oh, blessed Thursday. I love you guys. Don't forget, get outside this morning, get some sun in your face, get some steps in. It will make your day better. So I'm just like, again, using it as my vlog. And
Every time
then
you had a conversation with somebody,
showing people that I help them with business coaching.
Yeah.
Basically just showing them throughout the day. I'll probably post, I'm sick right now, so I can't really train, but I'm like, will usually post a training video or a video of like, or a picture of a meal. So I'm like showing people I do this shit too. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Then
Yep.
I'll post call to actions as well. So I'm like nurturing them with my stories, like making them feel like I'm talking directly to them by showing them what I do throughout the day. I'll also usually post some sort, like I said, some sort of like story of a client interaction, some real type, like real advice that I'm giving people. Or I'll just talk to the camera and give advice so people feel like I'm speaking directly to them. Then I post call to actions. So I'm nurturing them with my stories. Like they feel like they get to know me. And then they also see what I do for people too. So I got top of funnel reels. Then I nurture them with my stories. Hopefully those stories lead to a DM eventually. They usually
Oh,
do, right?
yep.
With those DMs, that's where you really, really do the like the nurturing and actually get your leads. Do you see what I'm saying? So now you talk to someone, you treat them like a fucking person, you get a conversation going, get them on a call, boom, we got a deal. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's how the funnel works in real time with your content, with stories, and with DMs as well. So if you could use both of those funnels to your advantage, now that you have like a visual, do you see what I'm saying? This will take us from 8K probably to like 15 to 20K like that, if you can be consistent with it.
Yeah, it definitely makes a lot of sense. And yeah, that's the goal, bro, to keep doing this thing and keep trying to scale. Just a quick question for, there you're like when you're doing a call to action, would you
Mhm.
recommend just I don't know, what would recommend for that? Like training with the client and then post like application link or something like that or
Switch it up. Don't make it again. Don't try to like just because then people are gonna feel like you're just robotically trying to sell them. I've
yeah.
made that mistake too. Sometimes of just spamming CTAs. You know what I mean? I do genuinely like try to make it feel authentic. You know what I mean? So, I got a text from a client the other night, and it was an older client, and basically like, dude, he didn't want to renew because he was smart. Some people are smart that I coach, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and they learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I teach people. I don't just coach them.
Mhm.
He didn't want to renew because he felt like he could keep going on his own. Now, I always kind of take that with a grain of salt, but I leave people with the encouragement. I'm like, yo, that's great. Like, if you feel like you have the tools to do what you need to do, like, let's fucking do it. I hope you keep doing it. He messaged me and he was like, bro, I'm finally got abs. He's like, I fucking am shredded finally, bro. He's like, I'm ready to come back and actually learn how to start pushing calories. Cause that's when he wanted to come back.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, let's fucking go. I was like, you have come like a long way, dog. And he was like, dude, you've changed my life. And I basically, this just brought my, I was like, dog, well, if I gave you a fish for a day, bro, you'd eat for a day. But if I teach you how to fish, you'll eat for a lifetime. So I'm glad I taught you how to fish. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, probably post that as a story. Like, this is why I teach people what to do. And that's why I don't just fucking give people plans and walk away. This is why my coaching is expensive too.
Yeah.
Because I fucking teach people how to get in shape for the rest of their life and how to prioritize their health for the rest of their life. That
Mhm.
is a priceless skill, bro. Because you're going to spend 3 grand with me. I may not say the price, but you're going to spend money with me now and learn how to do that, or you're going to invest in your illness, and that's probably going to look like a $20,000 hospital bill.
Exactly. Yeah.
So choose, bro. But this is what I'm about. And I just kind of, I'm just showing people like this is what, you know what I mean? Like that's a type of call to action you could do. Sometimes if I have a crazy transformation, I'll just post the transformation and be like, this is fucking nuts. I'll usually get people with like I'll post the first picture of what they looked like before they were working with me. Like this is my client.
Mhm.
He came to me like fat, fucking not confident, and dead ass like hating who he was. And then I'll post the next one when it's some crazy transformation, be like, and this is this motherfucker now.
Yeah.
Like, and that usually gets people like, holy shit. Especially when they see the first, because the first one they're like, damn, he was rough.
Yeah.
And then they see the next one, they're like, oh fuck. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how you could get people. I try to switch it up. Does that make sense when it's like try to make it feel authentic to you? Like I really have to be feeling a CTA for it to perform well. Every time I post a call to action and it's something that I'm forcing or like, damn, I only got 5 minutes, I'll post a CTA. It's not like they don't get me leads, but they get me significantly less leads than when I make one like that. Does that make sense?
Yep. Exactly. Makes complete sense.
Try to you shit like lead magnets, bro, too. Like you can post a client transformation, dog, dead ass, right? Like a Google Doc of things that you need to prioritize training, nutrition wise, like just main bullet points, maybe an example of a meal plan. Put that in a Google Doc. Be like, I have a fucking training, like a free training on how to get progress on your own. If you want, DM me blank and I'll send it over.
Mhm.
And a bunch of people will probably DM me for it. They'll
I got
probably,
a no, you're right. I actually got this 30-day PDF
and they'll
about
they'll probably read it, look into it, and then they start asking you questions about that shit.
yeah, exactly.
Now you got a DM conversation really easy. And now you can easily get them on a call. Well, dude, let's talk more about this. And we can also talk like where you're at now, where you want to be, and like I can just give you some more help. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Absolutely.
See what I'm saying? So that's how I rip the CTAs.
Okay.
And the more robotic I am with it, if I get busy or like et cetera, life happens for lack of a better term, because that's happened to me before. Again, and the less authentic I am with them, same with content, the worse it does.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yep. Just keep that authenticity and consistency.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Other than that, like any main questions or concerns?
No, brother. I mean, like I said, just struggling with consistency. But once I nip that in the bud, I truly think like we'll be golden, bro. And I do really feel like there is a reason why I'm here in Columbia still. I was trying to leave, I was trying to get out of the city for so long, but I don't know, bro. I'm a born again Christian just like you, and I feel like God has led me and kept me here for a reason to just impact people in a positive way. There is a need for coaching in this city. No one really there. I mean, there's some prep coaches, but they're all pieces of crap, and they just want your money. There hasn't been a coach with my service or quality of service in this area, I don't think ever, and I feel like I'm supposed to be here for a purpose, and people come up to me all the time in the gym and they'll be like, dude, your content's fire. They'll tell me all the time. They'll be like, I like your content, I like what you're doing, and like my clients will tell me how much I'm impacting their life, the places that they've gone and everything. Specifically the ones that I'm closer with in Colombia, obviously.
Hmm.
But I just think it's a huge, motivating and powerful thing. I'm telling you, bro, I really think the sky's the limit. And once I keep with consistency and authenticity, I really do think I'm gonna be pushing in the 20K a month, 30K a month range. Seriously.
Easy, bro. You could do it easy. Do you know Ryan really? Do you follow him in the community, or do you know like his
I
like
don't know.
you remind me of Ryan, bro. I mean, y'all are both just like bodybuilders at heart, and you're all extremely fucking jacked, bro. And Ryan just did 20K in 27 days, bro.
Yeah.
I used to have this same conversation with him of like, dude, if you can do 8K in a month or 10K in a month, being as inconsistent as you are,
Mhm.
imagine what you could do if you just like locked it.
I know. Like, dude, what the heck, man?
You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, you got this shit, bro. You can do this.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah.